Ah, that dope dream team. It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Neal deGrasse Tyson explains rainbows. Before we jump in, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. If you guys have a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon, drop it in the comment section, or in the description section there's a premium request link. This is a premium request from Anonymous. I'm so excited to jump into this because everything Neal deGrasse explains, like, is so dope and mind-blowing, but also entertaining in the way he explains it with his partner on the show. I absolutely love their duo. Star Talk.
Jack, we're going to talk about rainbows.
Jack, that's
my 8-year-old daughter loves rainbows.
Okay, well, make sure she listens to this. All right, so.
That's cool, yeah.
So, it was not until Isaac Newton, my man.
That's your
man,
boy.
Okay, early 1700s. He wrote a book in 1704. It was just called Optics. One of the rare books that he actually wrote in English. All his other books were in Latin, which was the
Well, he really was a nerd.
But in there, he figured something out.
Okay.
Everyone, of course, had known about the colors of the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Okay? And
we always called it purple, violet, purple, not too far off from each other. But I feel like the way that we learned that it was always purple was red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green. That was a little song that came up with in elementary school. But violet, I'm learning that it's violet. I've been saying purple, but it's violet.
And people have seen, chandelier, light will come through the chandelier and you'd see rainbow colors come out one side or another. Everybody until Newton presumed that those colors were somehow getting generated inside the chandelier glass.
Okay.
Or inside the raindrop.
Right.
That was some property of the medium itself. Nobody was thinking that pure white light is composed of those colors.
Oh, if only we could learn that lesson in our society. God,
Chuck getting all sociological. Chuck getting all. So imagine if Martin Luther King were more physics fluent. That would have been a whole different "I Have a Dream" speech.
Yeah, it would. I have a dream that one day we will recognize the white, black, red, or brown. We're all white.
The white, black, red, or brown. We're all white. All of us. Every single one of us.
It's okay. It's okay.
Everybody would tip their head and say, "What?
It's what?
We invited this man
get there with you. I may not get there with you, but we'll all be white one day."
Stop. Okay. So here's how we did it.
Bro, these two are golden. Golden. Greatness. Incredible. Entertaining. Hilarious. Educational. This combo of these two is the perfect combo. My God.
Okay, so he puts white light through a prism, okay, and out the other side comes the colors of the rainbow, much as what we all remember from Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album cover.
One of the best ever.
All right, so he then, and this is what makes Newton, he said, let me take another prism and put it upside down next to it.
Ooh.
Okay, and this would kind of reverse what had just happened. And when he did that out, the second prism came white light.
Okay, how did I not hear? In all the time we've been working together, this is the first time I've ever heard this story.
Yes.
This is brilliant.
Yes.
Because in doing so, he proves that it has nothing to do with the actual medium itself, that the light coming in was merely separated,
Yep.
and then by coming out and going back into another medium, it combines. It's the light. It's just the light.
That's why he is Isaac Newton and the rest of us aren't. It's that simple.
Good point.
That
Good point.
is brilliant.
And it's simple and brilliant.
Yes,
that is.
yeah, exactly.
That's what makes it extra brilliant, is how simple it is. So at that point, it's easy to sort of extrapolate that a rainbow is just sunlight broken up into those same colors that the prism did for you.
Right.
Okay. So now, what's going on inside a raindrop? So sunlight enters the raindrop at a particular angle. All right? Actually, it comes in at all angles, but only one of those angles will internally reflect off the boundary between the raindrop and the air. Okay, this is one of the most fascinating features of optics.
Okay.
So in other words, if I'm underwater and let's say I have a laser, so we get a nice sharp point, and I point it upwards, not straight up, but at an angle, at a slight angle. When that laser beam exits into the air, it bends. Okay? It's bent.
Right.
It's bent. Okay, you can picture this. You can try it yourself if you have a pocket laser. Okay. So, it's easy then to expect that a similar thing is happening between sunlight and raindrops that was happening between your sunlight and your prism. So,
I never thought about that. So the raindrop is like the prism. The raindrops are. That's legit crazy to actually think about. Like, that's kind of mind-blowing and wild. Wow.
but the fun part is the sunlight goes inside the raindrop and bounces around a couple of times before it exits again.
Oh, wow.
And by the time it exits, all of those colors have been separated out from the white light. And thus you have this participatory rainbow where all of these all these droplets of water participate in one coherent rainbow. Now, the angle the light exits creates a rainbow that you see. Okay?
Right. Okay.
Right? You only see what enters your eye. You can't see what doesn't enter your eye. Correct?
Right.
That makes sense.
Right. Makes sense.
By the way, that itself was a discovery from 1,000 years ago. Ibn al-Haytham was a Muslim scientist back in the golden age of Islam. He was the first to deduce that sight is not you beaming stuff out of your eyes. It's completely passive. Your eyeballs are just sitting there waiting for light to enter and for your brain to then make an image. This is profound.
Crazy.
Because before then you had these legends like Medusa.
Yeah.
All right. How does Medusa work? How does that work?
Well, when you look her in the eyes, she turns you to stone, basically.
She turns you into stone.
Because she's casting whatever from her eyes.
From her
and
eyes,
that's
correct.
That's what
you could only think that if you have no idea how vision works.
Right.
Bro, I love when Neal deGrasse Tyson explains things, bro. Because it's like I understand them. But at the same time, I'll never understand to the extent that he does. You feel me? But he breaks it down for us in layman terms to where we are able to understand what he's talking about. Man is a great teacher. He's a great scientist. And he's a great teacher.
Or if you're creating X-Men, but that's a different story.
Oh, he's got his little visor thing that can send out the beams. So what that means is all of the rainbow light that's coming to you is exiting those raindrops at the precise angle that enters your eyeballs.
Wow.
Okay. That means your rainbow is unique to you.
Wow.
If I stand to your left or right or above, doesn't matter. If I stand somewhere else And we're looking at, quote, the same rainbow we tell ourselves? We're not. You know what this fact means?
That's crazy.
I do not.
Okay. Every rainbow you have ever seen has been exactly face on to you.
Aha. And so every rainbow actually was made just for me.
Just for you. You have never witnessed a rainbow at an angle.
Right.
So think about that, because if your
That is
rainbow
insane to
was a
think
real
about.
thing in the sky, I could move to another location and look at it from a different angle.
Right.
If it was an
Like-
actual thing.
Like
that was
anything
it.
else, right? Like a mountain, a tree, or
A
whatever.
mountain like anything else. Okay.
Right.
So, if you wanted to go to the base of the rainbow, you can't.
Wow.
Because that would be taking a different angle of view on a thing that does not really exist as a physical entity.
And
So there's never been a pot of gold waiting at the end of a rainbow, because you can't get to the end of a rainbow because a rainbow is not a real thing. Wow. Mind blown. Mind shattered. Oh my God! Why couldn't Neal deGrasse Tyson? Why couldn't you be my science teacher, bro? Why couldn't you be my science teacher, bro? I needed one like you. I was waiting for one like you. I would have loved science. Science is my worst subject. I hate science. But if you were the teacher, I would have loved it.
And now you have just explained how I have wasted a significant portion of my life trying to find that pot of gold.
Yes.
If you're going to hide a pot of gold, put it at the bottom of a rainbow. Nobody will ever find it.
Exactly.
Ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So just a little known fact. Now, the light that's inside the raindrop, this is like inside baseball here. You ready for this? This is
Go ahead.
This is rainbow 201, not 101. So the light inside the raindrop sends out not only one rainbow, but multiple rainbows, but each next one is a little weaker than the previous one.
Okay.
Okay? And because the second rainbow that comes out had an extra reflection to it, if you ever see a double rainbow...
Ooh, it means you're tripping on mushrooms.
No, if you see a second rainbow. No, Chuck,
Double
it's just
rainbow.
physics. No, yeah, sometimes it's actually just physics, not the mushrooms you've been consuming.
Okay, got you.
So,
But go ahead. The double
with
rainbow.
two properties of that second rainbow is, one, it's much dimmer than the first.
Gotcha.
It's always there, but generally it's very hard to detect because it's so dim.
Okay.
So it's much dimmer, and the sequence of colors is reversed
Oh, no.
from the original.
Are you serious?
That is, first of all, that's dope. Secondly, who knew? So the double rainbow is kind of like the reverse rainbow.
It's an inverted rainbow to the first rainbow, and it's dimmer. There's actually a third and fourth and fifth. They're called the orders of the rainbow: first order, second order, third order. But they're so dim, and if the sky is bright, you just will never see them. And there's a famous YouTube video some years back. I think they just call it the double rainbow guy. He's hiking.
Yeah, that's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
mountains.
He's tripping on mushrooms, that guy.
And he sees two rainbows, and he falls prostrate to the ground. And said, "There is a God, and it's
Double
so
rainbow.
beautiful.
It's so beautiful."
And that's how you behave if you don't know physics, right? You just think
I
it's
swear to God, that's how I would behave. I'll be like, bro, this shouldn't even be possible, bro. This is a sign from the man upstairs. This is the big guy. This how I know it got a creator. This is all you. That's crazy. Double rainbow.
Right.
It's just physics, really.
That's all it is. It's just physics. Yeah. Once again, Neal, way to ruin rainbows.
No. I want you to reserve your sense of wonder for things for which we still do not understand. and not apply it for things that are completely understood.
that-
There will always be a moving frontier of science. Where our area of knowledge grows, so too does the perimeter of our ignorance, leaving us with no end of this universe to stand in wonder as we gaze.
Wow.
I swear to God.
Thank you, people. That's the show. Ain't nothing left to say. Nothing left to say.
Yes.
That's it.
That was magical.
So, Chuck, there's more on rainbows, but I'm going to end it there. That's enough for one day, I think. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you good with that? Yeah.
I'm good with that. I mean,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
That ends another explainer.
Next time, we'll talk about Skittles.
Somebody's watching too much TV, too much Saturday morning TV.
I got kids, man. I got kids. And I want to
That's just some simple food dye for you, man. That's just some food dye. That's all that is.
taste the rainbow.
So, another Star Talk explainer. Neal deGrasse Tyson here, as always. Keep looking up.
That was so fun to get the chance to react to, bro. That was dope. I absolutely enjoyed that. But I enjoyed all his explanations of things, bro. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal. Out.